to reveal Tabitha's different identity. Actually, she came to this town when she was a kid, and Jade seems to have found out the secret of the bottle tree. The story picks up right from the last episode. Tabitha felt really guilty after coming back. Just like what the residents said, she managed to escape the town, but never thought of asking for help outside. Jim comforted Tabitha saying she'd done her best, but Tabitha blamed Jim instead. Jim also said she left the family and took risks on her own. The couple started arguing like this.
I took care of my kids for a year while you were doing—
No! God!
No!
Damn it, no!
On the other side, Jade took down all the notes on the bottle tree. He thought these numbers must have something to do with Tabitha's escape from the town. Maybe there were some wormholes or space-time cracks in there. Jade wanted to go on talking, but the mayor interrupted, because he just couldn't understand. The mayor remembered there was another bottle tree in the forest, but that tree didn't have a hole. He once took down a bottle, with 1864 written on it. Seeing this, Jade quickly looked at the notes behind him, and sure enough found a note with 1864 written on it.
Where's the second tree?
Jade found the bottle tree according to the mayor's tip, but he had hallucinations in front of him.
You really want to beat this place? Maybe you should sober up and give that guy a call.
On the other side, Donna was about to bury the dead men with stones. Tabitha came over and poured out her heart to her. She felt so guilty for having managed to get out, but didn't help the town. Donna pointed at the men in the pool, saying Tabitha might turn out like this if she went through the tree.
Don't try to be a hero. Go spend time with your kids, because you're lucky to be here still. Don't take that for granted.
Tabitha suddenly heard a noise upstairs after getting home. She went upstairs and found the door open by itself.
Cooey.
Oh my God! Why are you here?
Cooey.
No.
Cooey.
Oh my God! I try to help you. I try to help you. Leave us alone.
Ethan heard his mother's cry, and rushed over right away, and at this time those creepy kids disappeared again. In the infirmary, Fatima's husband told the doctor, Fatima only liked to eat rotten food after getting pregnant. Wanted the doctor to help check it out, but after the check they found something even creepier.
What's going on?
Tabitha finally got to the creepy place in the dream. In the dream she seemed to be running away from something scary, but every time it got to the critical moment the dream woke her up. Jade said, maybe Tabitha was like Miranda Victor's mother, a chosen one. The story continued from the last episode. When Jim and his companions went out to pick food, they met Jade and his wife Tabitha. Son Ethan explained to him, his mom had seen this place when she was a kid, just like Victor's mother. Jim was shocked, because he'd never heard Tabitha say that. To find out the truth, Jim asked his companions to take the food back to the town first, while he followed Tabitha. Jade was here for the first time, so when he saw the creepy dolls, he immediately started drawing in his notebook. But Ethan beside him thought, this place was really creepy. Who on earth built this place? Where were they now? Tabitha explained to her husband. She said everything here had appeared in her dream when she was a kid, and every once in a while, she would dream about it again. Every time she'd wake up screaming from the dream. Tabitha never expected the scenes in the dream were actually real. So this time Tabitha insisted on finding out the truth. On the other side, after the policewoman came to the town, she was always rejected by everyone. She often went to the grave of the woman she accidentally killed to repent. Meanwhile, she also wanted to do something for the town. That day she came to the restaurant, and asked Kenny why there was a restaurant in the town. Who on earth built these things in the town? Kenny explained to her, he'd asked the same question when he first came, but the result was, people who came here either adapted or lost their minds. Then Kenny said again, the mayor had been with him when he was the saddest, but the policewoman wasn't touched at all, because she always hated the mayor for taking away her pistol. Just then, the speaker on the table suddenly rang. Kenny explained it often did that, but the policewoman thought it was creepy. She wanted to get her service pistol back, but the mayor wouldn't give it back to her no matter what. The policewoman took out her police ID, said she was a real cop, not a fake cop like the mayor who only rang the bell. The mayor wasn't affected by these words, just said it was his duty, but the policewoman still insisted.
Give me my gun.
You want your gun?
Correct.
Seeing this, the mayor directly took out the pistol from the hole in the wall, but he took out the bullets, and told the policewoman if she wanted the bullets, she had to get his approval.
The next time you come in here without my permission, you and me are gonna have a problem.
Whatever you say, Sheriff.
On the other side, Tabitha and her group came to the place in her dream. She remembered that she had run to the stone and hid behind it. Something scary was chasing her at that time, but every time when she was about to see clearly, she'd be woken up. Jade remembered that Miranda, Victor's mother, had said something similar, so Tabitha was very likely to be a chosen one.
And you saw this place as a child. You never really had a chance, did you? If fate exists, if you were destined to come to this place since you were a child, then one way or another you were always going to come to that tree in the road.
Julie started filling in the plot holes. Julie took her little brother Ethan to the forest ruins, but when she came to her senses, she found herself in a cell, and there were screams echoing inside. After the screams stopped, Julie suddenly noticed an old man there, and from the dry well beside, came the voice of the town mayor.
Julie,
How do you know my name?
your name's the road. Please.
Although Julie was really confused, she still did as she was told. It turns out that after the town mayor was teleported to the dry well through the tree hole last season, he wasn't tied up and rescued. It was all done by Julie.
Thank you.
Who's down there?
You need to leave. It isn't safe here. Go!
Julie looked back and found the old man had disappeared. On the other side, Fatima lost control and stabbed the old lady to death with scissors. Then she quickly found her father, who was the town mayor, for help. The town mayor hid Fatima in the wooden cabin in the woods. Fatima explained to the town mayor that she was originally looking for rotten food to eat, but was accidentally seen by the old man, and for some reason she angrily picked up the scissors and stabbed the other person. When she wanted to stop, she found it was too late. The town mayor didn't say much, just hung a protective stone on the wooden cabin, and let Fatima stay there tonight. He'd go back and figure out a way to solve it.
You got my family. And what happened back there? We are gonna find a way to deal with it. Okay?
On the other side, Jim was telling Tabitha about the time he received a call from his dead son, and also accurately told her the news that Tabitha would return to the town. Obviously, something was watching them all the time. Just then, there was a knock on the door. It was Sarah coming to ask Tabitha for help, saying Victor's situation was really bad, and only Tabitha could help him. After arriving at Victor's house, Victor immediately asked Tabitha to hold the puppet, saying the puppet would tell the secrets of the town. Tabitha thought Victor was not normal, because it was just a puppet, but when Victor heard that, his emotions became really excited.
When you have to be the one!
Okay.
You have to be the one!
Victor!
You have to be the one!
Hey,
You have to be the
Victor,
one!
stop it!
Seeing this, Tabitha quickly calmed Victor. Then Victor suddenly said the puppet had told him the secrets about this place, but he didn't remember. He needed someone to help him remember. On the other side, Fatima was also in danger. She was imprisoned in the underground secret room. Fatima drank Elgin's blood surprisingly, and looked like enjoying it. Victor became even crazier. He wanted to destroy the tree that could help escape the town. The disappeared devil communicated with Sarah again. The mayor wasn't afraid of monsters anymore. The story continued from the last episode. Fatima didn't understand why Elgin imprisoned her. Elgin said it wasn't imprisonment, just to make the baby in her belly grow up faster. Then Elgin handed the blood he hoarded to Fatima. Fatima couldn't resist at this time, but under Elgin's persuasion, she couldn't help picking up the bottle.
Just a little bit.
On the other side, the mayor and Ellis didn't find Fatima. After returning to the town, the mayor's body had problems too. There seemed to be worms wriggling in his body. If they kept investigating, there might be a terrible result. Ellis was worried about his father's body, but the mayor changed the topic to monsters, saying monsters were deliberately torturing him, making him watch people around him die one by one. Just then, the monster knocked on the window.
You doing okay in there, boy?
What'd you say?
Dad, no.
Huh? Hey, Dad, hey, no, stop. Huh?
Shut your mouth.
The mayor almost lost his mind and shot at the monster. Fortunately, Ellis stopped him. On the other side, Sarah, who was alone in the room, seemed to sense something.
Stop it! Stop it! No! Oh, no. Stop it! Leave me alone!
The next morning, Sarah found the mayor, told the mayor that he hid the news of Fatima's disappearance. The mayor immediately asked Sarah how she knew.
I heard the voices. last night. For the first time since the ruins.
Sarah also told her they would never find Fatima. After knowing the situation, the mayor immediately picked up the bell to gather the town's residents.
Everybody! Come on! Come on!
Everyone came to the restaurant entrance. They were confused about what the mayor asked them to do, because nobody knew why the old woman died yet. And now there was a new problem. That was Fatima's disappearance. The mayor gathered everyone now, just to make them form a search team, to find Fatima. At first everyone was unwilling, but the mayor said, finding his daughter-in-law was related to everyone's life and death, and said there had been abnormal changes recently, because the old woman knew something. So she was killed, and Fatima must also know something. So she disappeared. Obviously the mayor hid the fact that Fatima killed the old woman. His sophistry made everyone believe him. No way. Everyone had to agree. After everyone left, Elgin found Ellis to team up, but before that, Elgin had already gone to the cellar to look for Fatima. At this time Fatima's belly had become very big. She was looking for an exit to escape, didn't notice Elgin had come back. Elgin was so surprised. He had only been away for a few hours. Fatima's belly was so big already. Elgin happily promised Fatima he would take good care of her and the child in the future. Then Fatima suddenly spoke.
Can you help me get up?
Yeah, of course.
Fatima wanted to escape, but was pulled back by Elgin again.